Hey everybody, what's going on? Squidprints here, and we are back with week 9 of our OU monotype tournament. This week we are going up against fire typing, and we're facing Mocha. So her real name is Nicole. She is fire typing. I have grass typing, so I am at a blatant disadvantage here. So we're going to try and overcome this weakness and, see if we can really pull this win out. We had a really clutch win against Bug last week. Let's see if we can try and, keep a streak going here. Now, looking at the teams, her team, she has Macargo, which I haven't seen many Macargos. I'm not too positive on what it's going to do. She has Heatran. I'm not a big fan of Heatran, so my big check to that, or my counter, is going to be my Breloom. So I need to keep Breloom alive, not only for the Heatran, but also for the Mega Houndoom, because unfortunately, as good as Mega Houndoom is now, it still has, that Mach Punch is still a big threat to it and can most likely take it down. Also, there's always Infernape, which is a threat. Arcanine, always a big threat as well. And she's going to have Sunsetter in Ninetales, so I need to beware and try and take down Ninetales so I can cut the Sun out. However, if the Sun does remain up, I do have Victory Bell, who can take advantage of that with the Chlorophyll boost. I also have Cradily, because I need to get my rocks up, because that would greatly hinder about half the team. It's going to take Houndoom down 25%, Arcanine and Ninetales, and everyone else it should do about 12% too. Also, with us today we have Trevenant, Ludicolo, who is also important because it carries a water move, so that's going to be very helpful. So if I can get the rain set up, maybe do a little Weather War, should be able to handle that. And also we have Rotom as my last defensive wall, which is it's going to do its thing. Therefore, we will get into the battle. Now, starting the battle, I'm going to lead off with Cradily because I really need to get my rocks up as soon as possible, because I want to try and hinder those 3 Pokemon I mentioned in the beginning, Ninetales, Houndoom, and Arcanine, as much as I can. Now, she's going to end up leading off with Ninetales. She's going to set up the Sun right from the start, which I don't blame her. I would do the same thing. Now, she is going to end up switching out here, and she's going to go into her Infernape. Now, I am able to get the rocks up, but I am also weak to fighting because I am part rock. Now, I figure I can stay in. I can take a close combat because of my EV spread, so I'm not too worried about it. So I end up living. It takes me down a tremendous amount. I get the Citrus Berry, but that's kind of irrelevant because it's going to be a 2-hit KO anyway. But the thing is, the defense drops. Now, I am able to get off an Earth Power. It is super effective. With the drops, it's just, not enough to take it out. So it did as much to me as I did to it. So it is going to be able to take me out with another close combat. Now, Cradyly's down, but I'm not really, too scared of this at all. I got my rocks up, so it pretty much did its part. Now I can end up bringing in Breloom here to force it out with a Mach Punch. So I am going to go for Mach Punch because I don't want to get hit with a close combat. But she ends up switching in Heatran to take the hit. Now, the huge play is here. Now, this Mach Punch is not only super effective, it's Technician and it's Life Orb. And I'm also running Adamant. So that's going to be enough to take down a Heatran, that's huge. Now, that's one giant wall that's out of my way. So I'm very excited about that. Now, she's going to end up bringing in her Shiny Arcanine, which looks sick. And I'm going to be forced out because I really do need to keep the Breloom for that Mega Houndoom. Because if I let that dude set up in the Sun, it's going to be really hard to take down. Therefore, I'm going to end up bringing in Trevenant pretty much as like a fodder, because I needed like a pivot point at this point in the match to switch into something to take on the Arcanine. So it's going to a Flamethrower in the Sun. Nothing on my team is really taking that well at all. And then the Leftovers Recovery. Now, at this point, I figured, let me bring in Victory Bell. I'm going to end up going for a Sludge Bomb. I was like, I hope it can take it out. I get the stab, and it lives on, 10%. I was like, oh, jeez. So, now, they hit me with a Flamethrower. However, this battle, I'm not running Life Orb. I'm running Focus Sash, because I felt that a Focus Sash would do better for me if I were to give my Victory Bell, a little extra life, or a second life here. So I am able to take the Arcanine out with a Sludge Bomb. Luckily for me, she wasn't carrying the E-Speed, so thankful for that. Now the Macargo comes in, and it turns out that grass moves are actually neutral against McCargo because of its rock typing. So therefore, I am free to go for a solar beam. One move, I'm in the sun, so I'm using the sun to my advantage now, taking out 2 of her pokes. And luckily for me, just in time, because the sun will just go out. Now she ends up bringing in her Houndoom. Now it outspeeds me, is no longer sun, so she's going to Mega into Mega Houndoom and is going to be able to take me out because my Victory Bell, did its part. She just goes for a flamethrower and takes me out. But Victory Bell coming in so clutch with that Focus Sash, it does make me think the Life Orb probably would have done better in a sense of that. It probably could have killed off the Arcanine, but I wanted to play it safe, went with the Focus Sash. So end up bringing in Breloom, go for the Mach Punch, get a crit, even though I really don't think it mattered, and am able to take out the Mega Houndoom. So that's another huge threat. Now Infernape is going to come in. I believe this Infernape is choice, so it didn't show any Mach Punch, so I'm going to end up going for Mach Punch. Is enough to take out the Infernape. And now, Breloom is really coming in nice to just clean up at the end. And sending in Fire Spirit, which is her Ninetales, setting up the sun again. What we are going to do is, in this scenario, I would just like to go for a Mach Punch because Ninetales does outspeed Breloom, and I'm just going to go see how much a Mach Punch does. It ends up living on just, like a little bit more than a quarter of health. Will be able to take me out with a Flamethrower in the sun. This set, the Breloom, I am running max HP, max attack, because it was built for Trick Room, as I've said in previous videos, but that's still in the sun stab. I'm not going to be taking that well. Now, she also outspeeds my Ludicolo, which is, I'm alright with that. I could take a hit. I know I could take at least one, and I can just end up finishing her off with a Surf. So that is our battle against fire types. So, we pulled it off against another weakness. So I'm very proud of my team. I'm proud that they ended up pulling that off. Now, next week, we are facing water typing. So we catch a little break. We're going to get something that we're super effective against, and we're going to see how the whole thing goes down. But I really enjoyed this battle. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well, and make sure you tune in next week for week 10. I'll catch you guys later. Okay, bye.